Good afternoon, everyone. It's Johan Conradi from Twin Flame Mission South Africa. I'm very happy to make another video for you. Today we're going to talk about signs that you're in a twin flame relationship. I guess I had to make the dreaded signs video. I don't really subscribe to it. As you know that a twin flame connection is basically where one soul incarnates into two different polarity bodies on Earth. When the time for that soul comes close to ascension, the twins meet up, and that's basically where their journey starts. Many instances, the journey actually starts a long, long time before that, over lifetimes. And the twins could be on Earth realm at the same time. They might not even be on the Earth realm at the same time. It all depends on where they are in their journey. But the main sign is, that you will know that you're in a twin flame relationship, or that you've met your twin flame, is basically through your intuition. That's that is the most true way of actually knowing. It is a knowing. You're confronted with yourself, essentially, because you and your twin are the same soul. You're confronted with yourself. It's a sense of knowing. It's like looking in the mirror and seeing a different face in the mirror, but knowing that this person is you. So I will go through a couple of things. I've been feeling my twin flame since the age of 8. It's basically it happened during a time of deep abuse, and that sort of triggered it for me. Of course, later on, when I learned about twin flames, and I actually learned that twin flames are one soul in two bodies, I realized that it wasn't actually my 3D twin that I was feeling inside me. It was actually my soul that I was feeling inside me. I undergone a near-death experience when I was 7 years old. I actually died for a couple of seconds, and when I was revived there, I became spiritually awakened, and that is actually what happened to me, guys. I was aware of my soul within me, and I sort of experienced that as let's call it an external connection. When I met my twin flame, I immediately put that to the experience, and of course, in a sense, it all makes sense, because we are the same soul. So that's the way that I could actually put it together, and that it could be different for you. I don't want to go through lists and lists of signs. I'll go through a couple of things that might resonate with you. You meet this person, you can't stop thinking about them. Not very much different from meeting, say, a soulmate or something else. But there is that something extra, that's something you can't ignore. That sense of familiarity, if I can call it that. It's always there. It's like you can be yourself with this person, especially at the beginning of the relationship, before the mirroring starts. You can really be yourself. I've made a couple of notes here. That actually comes from my self-study course on managing twin flame relationships. I'm just going to mention a couple of pointers here for you. I spoke about the initial connection. This one is quite key. When you fall for your twin, you fall hard. I mean, this would be unlike anything else you've experienced in your life up to that point. You fall very, very hard for your twin. It is the most amazing feeling, because in a sense it is discovering yourself. It's like coming to yourself, to your soul, and the myriad of emotions that go along with that is just spectacular. If you're awake enough, you will see signs everywhere. This is something that we experienced. A lot of double numbers, 77, 777s, 222, 111. You might see signs that has the name twin on it, You might hear people engaged in conversation that walk by mentioning twins, or something to that effect. And my twin and I always had to smile because the signs were everywhere. It was on car registration plates, bumper stickers, ads on telephone poles, you name it, it was always there. Um, let's see, what else do we have here? There's usually, that's quite a key point. There's usually a large age gap between twins. Twins are usually an odd couple in some form or fashion. In many cases, the divine feminine twin is actually the female incarnation of the twin, and it is definitely a thing that the divine feminine twin is usually like 10 years or older, 10 years or more older than the twin. So in my case, I'm the divine feminine twin. I am like 13 years older than my twin. It is definitely a thing. Twins can also incarnate across different ethnicities, different continents, same genders. The couple will always look odd, but people will always recognize and see what a deep connection there are, that exists between the two of you, and that you are not your average couple. So that was also a thing. People often looked at my twin and I, and sort of sometimes in judgment. It's older man with a younger woman. Other times they just sort of picked up on the deep resonance and the fact that when we were together, the world sort of didn't really exist for us. So that's another sign. I think we spoke about quite a lot of the other aspects already. The rest, it becomes quite clear quite quickly. If you experience that love bubble phase, that's quite key and pertinent. If you basically after the 3 to 8 week period start disconnecting, start mirroring, you'll definitely know you're in a twin flame relationship. If you feel confronted with your pain the whole time, if you start as part of this, what we also experienced quite a lot was ascension sickness. So as the mirroring in our relationship started, we actually did spend quite a lot of time initially, on working through these issues and working through them. And as we dealt with them, one or both of us would then have ascension sickness symptoms, and that would basically manifest as very, very bad headaches, nausea, dizziness, feel like you're floating out of your body, body pains, feeling like you're not grounded, like you're not present here, and that's quite hectic. You feel fatigued, you feel tired all the time. It's very, very, it can be very, very draining and taxing on you to go through that. So if you're experiencing these symptoms of awakening, even though you might not be spiritually awake enough yet to actually know that you're going through them, but if you are experiencing symptoms like this while still being with your twin flame after the love bubble phase, and where you actually now in the disconnection phase, you will know that you're definitely in a twin flame relationship. But like I said, the biggest thing is your intuition. And this is a soul thing. It's not something that your mind can know. You and your twin are one soul. You are each other. Where it matters. In the singularity, in the monad, you're one, and that is where your knowing should come from. Don't get caught up in all the hype around false twin flames and things like that. If you feel in your intuition and it resonating from deep within you that you are twin flames, then don't get caught up in the hype. That would be my suggestion. Stay true to yourself. Know that this person is your twin flame. Look, it's difficult because your ego tries to convince you otherwise the whole time, and I mean literally the whole time. Your ego will try and move you away, get your twin out of your space, throw in blockers in there, try and convince you that she's toxic or he's toxic. Try and convince you that it's just codependence. Try and convince you otherwise, but don't fall for it. Just stay true to yourself, and know that this journey is the true ascension journey that you're on as part of this twin flame relationship that you're in. And that is about all I can say about signs of being in a twin flame relationship. If you want to learn more, you can sign up for my self-study course on the website, twinflamessionsa.wordpress.com. It's not expensive, like 450 Rand for the whole course. It's 140 pages, jam-packed with information, everything you need to accompany you on your ascension journey. Included in that is a half an hour consultation with myself. I'm a twin flame coach and mentor. My mentor has successfully coached over 3,500 twins back into union or into peace and into acceptance. And that's the best we can hope for in this journey. It's very, very difficult. Don't go through it alone. Get some help. Find a mentor, find a guide. Don't go through this alone. It's too difficult, that I can tell you. And I wish you a wonderful day. Hope to see you soon. Bye.